Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
The title has a special meaning to me, and at the time I thought about a special place, a private place, a place where you can be safe, and it's not a room, but it's their room. I thought and I think that a lot of people will relate to it. So the room is a place where you can go, you can have a good time, you have a bad time, and a safe place.
Hello! Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 91, The Room. My name is Eric.
My name is Jason.
And, that's already gone to bits.
That's when you said The Room!
Oh my god!
So how are you doing?
Doing okay. Oh, let's bring him in. It's Pat.
Hey!
We got Pat here.
What's up? I feel honored to be brought in, especially on this episode. This movie is one of my favorites. I can't really watch it with... you gotta watch it in a group. I tried to watch it one time alone, and it just doesn't have the same...
Oh, I can imagine.
It was awesome to watch it with people who hadn't seen it before.
Oh, yeah.
Because I knew in the I looked when I knew the reactions were just gonna be just so unbelievable. You're like, what? Didn't this happen? Like, am I in a time lapse? Am I in a black hole or what?
Oh
man.
my gosh.
Oh, wow. I knew this was gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be that amazing.
Yeah. Oh my god!
You have to see this movie. Oh my god, it's amazing. Oh my god.
I think we also need to go ahead and say that we are not drunk.
No.
We are not high.
No.
Stone cold sober.
Oh, I had a glass of tea. I had a tea and that was it. Oh man.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
So The Room.
Wow.
We normally don't do this as indicated by our first negative review that we got on iTunes.
Yeah.
But fuck it, I don't think we can't talk about this.
Yeah. I don't think, it's almost a life-changing experience.
Oh my
in a
God.
way. You look at cinema differently.
Yeah.
The fact that this guy
yeah.
made it happen.
He did. Yeah, what's his name? Does anyone know how to pronounce his
Tommy
name?
Wiseau.
Wiseau?
Yeah.
Who claims to be American.
There's no way.
Wow.
He even said it in the interview.
He did.
Is he just American born to foreign parents?
He claims that he was born here in America.
Yeah.
But raised by,
Wolves.
Gypsies. Something. Vampire bats. He seems like he would fit right in with a horror movie. I thought that's
like a Frankenstein.
That's what I thought the room was gonna be, because I saw the cover and I was like, okay, it's probably like some kind of like just low budget horror movie.
There is a horror movie called The Room.
The Room. Yeah.
Don't mistakenly wrote that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it says something about a dark comedy on the front of the box here.
Yeah.
Do you think that was just like a tagline that he was forced to put on there?
I would have to imagine.
He released everything. It was all, I think he put it on there himself.
Well, probably after all the reactions.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, I mean, he had to have gone into this thinking he was making a dark, serious drama.
Compelling work.
Yeah.
Why, Lisa? Why?
You're tearing me apart, Lisa!
I think it'd be awesome if somebody made a line of, like, you know how they're lolcats? If there were lol with those, and it just said, "Oh, hi, Mark." Hi, Lisa.
Hi, doggy.
You're my favorite customer. Thanks, bye. That's the best scene.
I know. It's like, okay, do you think maybe he just has like super low self-esteem and he wrote this to like show what a nice, caring, awesome person he is and how everybody loves him, even like shopkeepers and dogs and birds. I mean, like basically everything except for a butterfly landed on him during this movie.
Yeah.
And do you think
there's only one person in this movie who doesn't like him, and she is the biggest bitch in the face of the earth.
Yeah.
And she keeps telling everybody but him. I swear to God, it's just watching it is like, you feel like you're in some kind of, like you're high or something. There's like scenes happening over and over and over again. Like the love sequences, like when they're having sex.
There's, 3 sex scenes in the first 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Did he used to like be a porn filmmaker? And this is his transitionary work?
He could be. I know he made a documentary called Homeless in America. Was his first foray in film. But I don't know what else before that.
It was a nonfiction?
Yeah, it was nonfiction documentary about homeless. I mean, I can imagine it's probably not
completely accurate.
He's has to be on like detergent or something. I don't know what.
Saying this is a train wreck is unfair to train wrecks everywhere.
Right. You know, and there's a documentary going around about Troll 2 right now called The Best Worst Movie. Mm-hmm. Troll 2 no longer has that title.
No way.
I agree with you.
The Room takes the cake.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Did you guys have a favorite character?
Tell
me, was Al?
Yeah, it's
was
like
Al?
Wazzo, yeah.
Wazzo.
Yeah, he's
got to be your favorite. Just the nuances of that character and that man are just too large to ignore.
It's incredible. It is unlike anything I've ever seen. And I've watched Plan 9 from Outer Space. I've seen local movies by like friends and friends of friends, and I've seen a lot of things, but I've never seen anything like this. Oh my god. It just popped up in my head randomly. I can't make them go away.
What our movie is amazing. But every time that guy is on screen,
I know, he's magic.
Oh my god.
Just from his inexplicably muscular body, like horrible skin.
Ratchet sausage casing. What's wrong with his face? He looks like a shaved monkey or something.
I think there has to have been some plastic surgery that just didn't go right.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Like especially we watched that little we usually never ever watch any special features, but we just had to.
Yeah.
There's a 10-minute interview with Tommy Wiseau, and you can see there's what are those crevices?
The cracks,
Oh
like
my
your
God.
jaw.
Skull.
Yeah, it looks like his skin is literally melting off his face during the interview. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh man. This is like coming off of the greatest ride in the world.
I know.
Yeah. Except for you can't really go again right away.
No.
You have to wait. Oh man. It'd be a good drinking game too if anytime he mentions his future wife or his best friend.
Or he greets somebody.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
No matter who it is, no matter how close they
Oh,
are.
hi, Pat.
As soon as they come within his radius.
It's because he's so nice and likable. I really think this is him trying to, he's probably, maybe he is a really nice guy, but I'm in my mind he's this despicable person, and he had to put this propaganda out there to show how nice he is to everybody and every living creature. And,
Oh, hi, Jason. I thought I heard you speaking.
Oh, hey! What's going on? You guys want to toss football around?
oh my God, the football scene.
That's the masculine thing to do when you're talking about guy stuff. Shoot, buddy.
yeah, they're let's put football in there, and literally they just stand 5 feet away from each other and
That's addressed in the interview.
Yeah.
You can do it. No gear. You have to have a big field.
You can put anywhere. Oh man.
Maybe this is a documentary about his life.
It could be.
Do you think he was someone really broke his heart, and this is his dealing with it? I can understand that,
Right.
if this is his outlet or whatever.
Maybe.
He created this reality
Yeah.
and this character. He's well, Cameron in Ferris Bueller's Day Off is supposedly Ferris Bueller exists in Cameron's mind. He's creating this character.
Really? Wow.
That's a theory.
That's a theory, anyway.
That's interesting.
But I like the idea that Tommy Wiseau wrote this only because it's he was dealing with personal issues. And somehow created this amazing,
Oh.
I think even a person with no talent writing strictly from the heart and soul would put together something that at least the audience could see that emotion
Yeah.
and not become completely detached from it.
Yeah.
And just laugh their asses off at it.
You can laugh, you can cry.
Because James O'Barr, who did The Crow, I don't think he's that great of a comic book artist or writer.
Right.
But The Crow is fucking amazing because that was him taking his personal tragedy and putting it into a book.
Right. Yeah.
I think this is just Tommy Wiseau, putting out propaganda
Yeah.
that, he is a major dickbag. And this is him trying to prove that he's an awesome guy. Or that this is what he thinks people want to see.
Or what if this is your Rob Liefeld theory? He is a comedic genius. He's like Andy Kaufman. And even the interview is part of the whole shtick. Yeah.
That's
That's a wig and a mask.
that weird fro mullet thing he is.
Yeah.
And his undiscernible accent.
Yeah.
I can't understand why this.
Is it a French accent? Is it German?
It's Romanian. It seems Southeastern European.
Yeah, Wiseau doesn't even sound.
It sounds like a French name.
Yeah.
But he recites some lines in this movie that reminded me of Arnold Schwarzenegger in the mid '80s.
Yeah,
You know,
Austrian or something.
Yeah. Just some of the delivery and.
Tommy Wiseau could be anywhere from 30 to 65. There's no way to know.
Oh man, you know what? When I was a kid, I had this deal with my cousin Amy. She lived in Kentucky. We would drive down there to visit my grandparents, and me and my brother would take our G.I. Joe toys down there, and we had this deal where she would play with us with our G.I. Joe toys for a while, and then in turn we had to play with her Barbie toys with her and her strawberry shortcake. And she would come up with these plot lines, you know, like our G.I. Joe plot lines were just kill each other, right? Mm-hmm. I swear this was the exact replica of one of her Barbie plot lines. It's like verbatim and like the exact same like just muddled weird acts, you know, like where random sex is thrown in and like, you know, it was just like I swear it was like a 12-year-old girl wrote this with her Barbie dolls.
Characters who are never introduced just show up.
Yeah, and then inexplicably aren't there.
Right, yeah.
Like Peter, the psychologist.
Yeah,
right,
he just disappears after his football injury.
Yeah.
Right. But he appears from nowhere.
And
He's
the
never
cancer,
mentioned before.
Right.
Claudette's cancer, is just like, I definitely have breast cancer.
Yeah, and they never
Address it again. Or Denny's a drug addiction. The fact that he owes money to Chris R.
Yeah, who's that guy? And Layleen, he never comes back, and the cancer thing. I think that was the first time I like lost it.
Yeah, and
She's like, I have cancer, and
I'm certainly gonna die.
And then, by the way, do you have any chocolate mints? And they never mentioned the cancer again.
that's like a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Oh, man.
That was so crazy.
My teeth hurt after, like, watching that. Just from, like... Oh, my God.
And Denny has to be the creepiest character ever created anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like you. Can I kiss you? I'm just kidding. I like you and what's his name, Johnny.
Johnny.
I like you and Johnny.
Oh, can I come to bed with you?
Yeah.
No, we're going away by ourselves.
Danny, don't you have somewhere to be?
He's like, so he just runs off and has a drug deal somewhere on a rooftop.
That's the idea.
That's live.
That's life, you know?
My favorite line in the entire movie, though, I forget. I think it was the mom that said this, or no, it was her friend or something. But she said, if I was a burglar, you'd be my best friend. What was that about? Because they weren't even stealing anything. They were talking about stealing.
I know.
Just because people keep coming into the house.
Coming in and out.
But
But that doesn't make any sense. Oh, no.
Or like that one character, Mike, retelling about his underwear. Like,
Yeah.
we literally saw that scene. What was the point of him telling us about it?
And he falls over. He like slips and bumps his knee on a trash can, and they have to carry him away. And like,
You need to go to the doctor.
And Mark hits him in the balls, doesn't he?
oh, he's on the balls.
I think it just
so,
knocks him
yeah.
over.
Yeah, I thought he just like.
They were tossing the football.
Yeah.
And,
I know. Oh, okay. The ball hit him in the nuts.
well, he just kind of like... Because they're standing as far apart as
Yeah, he hit him. Like, that was probably... I wonder if that
Was that
character...
supposed to be his underwear, and like that he was trying to stop him from telling the story? Is that what it was? Like,
No. It was his underwear.
yeah. Why did they put that in there?
It doesn't make sense.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
It's just the...
There are a ton of scenes in this movie that feel like they were just added to pad it out.
Yeah,
Right.
like they needed a
Yeah.
certain time length.
Just the filler
This
scene.
is only
like,
40 minutes long.
how are we going to make it a feature?
Put my love scene from the beginning in again. Put the same scene in twice.
You know, you put it in and you cut it up, and it looks different. They won't know.
Mark, you shave your beard. Now I have to add a whole new plot line.
You know, you're like this. You're turning over a new leaf.
I love that when they show that super close up and they actually like you hear like ding. Whenever they shows his chin like half freshly shaven.
It's like he's a new man now.
Oh my gosh.
Man, what was the deal with Lisa? Like, I understand. What was the point of like making her the most beautiful? Like, they were like kept enforcing like how beautiful she was. They even went so far as to add some extra to be like, man, Lisa's looking hot tonight.
Yeah. And his girlfriend just looks at him like, why did you just say that?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at some other girl?
I just really you'd love to just pick that guy's brain and just find out how it happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
because seriously, like, this could be like a slice of life auto-bio comic like I love to read if it was like done, the same exact story, just done completely differently, like it was possible to make this into an interesting like character drama, but it was just so
Over the top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
it's fucking bizarre, man.
it's Yeah.
I don't even know.
This movie's about people doing things,
Stuff.
Yeah,
It's about
stuff.
life.
Or whatever,
Whatever
that was.
Man.
I read a little bit on the Wikipedia of the room, and I guess Lisa, she was like 18 years old when they shot this movie, and I guess like the very first thing that they shot was like the love scene.
Wow. So he was like eager to get that done.
Because he was like, I gotta knock that out.
Yeah.
We'll put this one on the production front, Mark.
Let me just rub you with a rose and hope I don't pierce your flesh with the thorns.
My father, when
That's
my father
creepy.
watched this,
Yeah.
we watched it. My mother, I think everybody in my family, we sat down when I got it. I was like, we gotta watch The Room. This thing's amazing.
Really? The whole family?
Yeah, the whole family sat down and watched. My dad was just like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy's skin? He looks dead.
It reminded me of De Niro and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. It's incredible. The whole movie is incredible.
Also enjoyed all the anatomically wrong sex,
Yeah.
where he's thrusting his hips like at her chin.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, and they're overdubbing it with like those little extras. There's one part where you have to watch it a couple times to notice, but Mark is like taking his shirt off. He's nowhere even near her, and then there's like an "oh yeah, baby," and he's not even touching her.
Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Yeah, her and her mom, like, she has such great line delivery, and it turns into this after-school special on the rooftop with the drug deal gone
Stop
bad.
ganging up on me.
Yeah. Oh, you need someone to gang up on you.
You're not my fucking mother.
Oh, was this all shot location? There was no sets, right?
I think the set. There were a couple sets. The one
The
was
rooftop had to be a set.
the rooftop was a set because it was green screen.
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
tell. And then that corner where the trash cans were.
Oh, okay.
That was where they rehearsed a lot of the scenes. Like some of the the rooftop scene was actually shot there, like just
Really?
for blocking, I think. But I mean, I don't.
Wow.
I mean, there was. It's ridiculous the production, like that it even had one.
Oh, I heard it was very complex. Like, they had 2 cameras and, like, they had to shoot some football scenes. The football scenes are hard to shoot. Oh my god. This is a very good podcast. You invite all my friends. Good thinking. Oh my god. Oh my god. So where did you hear about this movie? Where did you hear about this?
I actually heard of it on I was listening to an episode of Smodcast, the Kevin Smith podcast, and Brian Johnson, one of Kevin Smith's friends, was talking about it and kind of talked about because the release of this film only happened in Los Angeles. That's like the only place where it was released. So they talked about like meeting him. They ran into him at a screening and stuff. And I guess the guy who drew the Spike comic, the Buffy offshoot, drew Tommy Wiseau in the Spike comic somewhere. And he had a couple issues to show him just in case like he was there. And he was like, "Oh, we should shoot. We could make these characters into movies." It's like, what are you talking about, man? These are like Buffy the Vampire Slayer characters. And that's when I first heard about it. And then I really wanted to see it, but I didn't know anybody who really was into that. And then I saw it. It was on Adult Swim. They aired it. And I saw the rooftop scene, and I was like, "Oh my god, I gotta watch this whole movie." I only saw that one scene, but that was the selling point.
Wow. And you just read about it online, or?
I think I was on a blog somewhere, and they had a link to like one of the rooftop scenes on YouTube, and checked it out. And I think they had the one rooftop scene where Mark and Tommy or Johnny are talking. Like, oh, hello, Mark. And then, like, almost immediately, like, right as soon as that scene ended, they had, Lisa, you're tearing me apart. I was like, oh, man.
He's an actor.
I remember, like, because every Wednesday at New Comic Day, like, the nerds sort of gather around and, you know, we all talk about whatever movie is, you know, in production as we're doing the files. And I remember my friend Andy was talking about this movie, you know, a few months back or whenever it was, and he was like, yeah, it's like supposed to be like the worst movie ever, but this guy, you know, did it all himself, and he got it done. He starred in it and wrote it and directed it, and I was just like, oh, that sounds, you know, horrible. I don't want to make fun of this thing that this guy put his like time and energy and soul into. I was like, that's, you know, that's ridiculous that everybody just wants to make fun of it. But oh my god, it's just like he made something so beautiful, you know, like, and so fun, and he doesn't even know it, you know. It doesn't seem like he knows it.
Yeah. Well, nobody wants to make a bad movie.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody goes out to make a bad movie.
And if you do, you're usually an asshole.
Yeah. And you're going to fail.
Right. Yeah.
Most of the time.
But this is like, seriously, it's bringing so much joy to people's lives, you know.
Yeah. Just in this afternoon.
Yeah.
I think everybody's going to have a better day.
Yeah.
Better tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've seen a ton of locally shot movies, and some of them are pretty awful.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah, it comes down to, like, you do have to kind of respect the guy for getting it done.
Yeah. Yeah, he did make it happen.
Yeah. And, I mean, this is an awful movie by any standards, but it doesn't look awful. It doesn't look super cheap. Right? I mean,
I think it looks as expensive as any, like, Lifetime.
Right. Yeah.
It could totally be it was broadcasted on TV. Literally on Adult Swim, they showed the whole thing.
Yeah, I've definitely seen worse looking sets and like film stock and whatnot.
Yeah. So I mean, he sank some money into it.
How the fuck did he? I mean, he would have had to. He was not rich. He's not rich. I was like, he must be like have a trust fund or something to like spend money on this. But he had to get financiers. I think.
Say there's
a mystery as to how he actually got the money for this.
Oh, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What if maybe that's why he wrote in that drug deal scene? He owes that guy money.
Yeah. He casted Chris Starr in the movie.
He's like, okay, I won't kill you, but you have to put me in the movie.
Wow. Well, okay.
Hi, Chris.
I owe you money. But I mean, there are no. I mean, like, other than like paying actors and like, you know, having a nice camera, there's like literally
2 nice cameras.
Yeah, 2 nice.
Yeah,
a 35mm and a HD. But like literally, there's no anything. Like, there's no, you know, car chase or like, there's nothing in this movie that you couldn't just shoot, you know, on any day of the week with your friends if you had a nice camera. And
other than the rooftop green screen, I mean.
Yeah.
And the prop gun that was used in 2 scenes.
But it's easier to get, I think.
Yeah. It was probably just an air gun. I think I bought one of those. You know.
Go to Bill Goodman's Gun and Knife Show. Pick one up.
Walmart's is where I got mine.
Yeah.
Had to show my ID. That's pretty much it.
It was a prop for the movie, right?
I forget. I bought it for reference.
Okay, then maybe that wasn't when you held up that Circle K, or is it? Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting not to talk about that while we're recording.
We record everything.
Yeah, hi, Eric.
There could be magic.
Yeah, that was great too.
You gotta watch it more than one time.
Support it in the theater. You gotta find it in the theater.
You can scream. It's a whole new experience.
As long as you don't hurt anyone.
Yes, just to make sure you're safe.
Keep your negative comments in your pocket.
What the fuck was that? You could stuff those. It was like
What do you say?
Well, you could stuff those saris in a sack, mister. No, that was from Seinfeld.
Something else, yeah. It was. I think it was.
You keep your stupid comments in your pocket.
Yeah, something like that.
Sometimes I think that actor that played Mark, I think he really just tested like saying some of the lines, especially on the rooftop.
Oh yeah.
I literally like saw him like just drop. You could tell he was just like his expression seemed to drop during some of his hilarious.
I think Tommy Wiseau and that guy are actually best friends.
How could you?
They really tossed the football around together.
I think so. Yeah.
Yikes! What's wrong with that? That guy seems normal. What's wrong with him?
He's riding that gravy train. He knows Wiseau's going to take him places.
Wiseau films. How about the freaking
Broadway?
Yeah,
It's going to be a Broadway. Would that be a musical that you'd go see?
I would go see that on Broadway.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if that came to the Victoria Theater
Oh man.
or
yeah.
the Schuster Center? Even better.
Yeah. Or the La Comedia. Dinner theater. Can you imagine seeing that as a dinner?
Okay, this is something I was thinking while we were watching the movie. I'm gonna, you guys, you don't have to come up with this, but this is how I saw if they were gonna recast The Room for Broadway. These are the people I would cast. I would cast Claudette, the mom, Judi Dench.
Okay.
Ewan McGregor would be Denny.
Wow.
Mark, I couldn't come up. Oh, Mark would be Owen Wilson, and Lisa would be Scarlett Johansson. That's how I would recast that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, if we get to see Scarlett Johansson's boobs as much as we get to see.
That's why I was
why you wanted
thinking.
to,
Yeah.
And instead of Ewan McGregor, maybe what was that kid that was in
Edward Furlong.
he was in. I've only seen him in a couple bit parts. He was in Natural Born Killers. He was
Woody Harrelson.
No, he's the one that
Tom Sizemore.
That'd be awesome.
Tommy Lee Jones. No, he's the one that gave Mallory a head at the gas station, and he was also in Young Guns and like one of the David Lynch movies. I forget his name. Was it Balthazar Getty? Yeah. Like he'd be good as Denny. I could see that.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin. But you'd have to get Wiseau to play his own self.
I didn't. That's why I wouldn't even
Yeah.
recast him. I just assumed he would stay. That guy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome to get a toy, like a Tommy Wiseau toy?
Oh, like talking toy.
Yeah, like it's Woody. Like instead of there's a snake in my boot, it's just like you're tearing me apart.
Yeah. He's my best friend.
Remember in the first? I knew you were gonna love it. Because like the first line that you laughed at was like, she was like, "Can I try this on?" And he's like, "Sure, it's yours." Yeah. Like, duh, you stupid.
Oh, he's actually so.
God.
Yeah, it's a story about betrayal and relationships and trust, but it's not at all about that. It's just about hilarious. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's an experience. It's a must-see experience.
I think.
But you do have to see this with other people. I don't think
You could. I tried to watch it alone. It was not.
It seems
good.
like you need a couple people, and I honestly think it would be a detriment if you weren't completely sober when you watched it, because you would think, like, oh, maybe that was like I was high and like that must have seemed weird, but it really wasn't. You're like, you should totally be sober.
Yeah. You gotta be straight to watch.
Can't be drunk or anything.
It's it's the cinematic equivalent of an acid trip, I think.
Yeah.
So as much as Oliver Stone wanted to make Natural Born Killers that way, it just comes off as forced.
Yeah. Compared to this, now that we have reference like this,
I know.
Just every other scene, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Who the fuck are those people?
I know.
and
You're supposed to care about all the characters.
And the sex scenes, we mentioned the sex scenes, but it's ridiculous. They're so long. They go on and on and on. Like forever.
Remember the song, "You Are My Rose, You Are My Rose, You Are My Rose, You Are My Rose, You Are My Rose."
Yeah, it was like so offbeat and like, oh my gosh.
The overdubbing love making sounds. Oh, yeah.
Seriously, by the third sex scene, which I think was within 20 minutes,
Yeah.
I honestly thought that every 5 minutes there was going to be another sex scene.
Yeah.
That would bring with that guitar part, meow.
Yeah.
The pig squeal.
It looked like some R&B video too. Like it was all slow motion. You see rain going down a glass, and you'd be peering through the window. Oh my gosh!
You conveniently draped bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very angelic and celestial looking.
And then the Roadhouse sequence when
ass
he gets
shot.
up out of bed, and it's ass shot, but it's brown hairy ass shot. And you see his balls and shit. Fucking gross.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Would you watch other films by this man?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Have you seen any of those?
Well, I know he's working on something new right now, and he was actually on an episode of Tim and Eric.
Oh, that's right. You said you saw the documentary that he made too.
No, I knew of Homeless in America,
Okay,
but I didn't actually see it. And then he's working on something new right now, but...
Tim and Eric?
Yeah, he played Pigman.
Oh.
Well, come on, that if you think about it, that comedy could be abused. And Tim and Eric would definitely benefit.
Yeah.
And they did. That episode was hilarious. Because they made him direct. There was an off-camera, I guess that B-reel or whatever, when you're shooting, them shooting, and you
The guy from Cypress Hill.
Yeah. And you're seeing him direct Tim and Eric, and it's just brilliant.
Yeah, I could see that working. As much as I hate them, I could see that being funny.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I think he did a short horror film that debuted at San Diego this year.
Oh, no way!
Yeah.
Was it Coven 2? This guy should totally pair up. What was that guy's name? The American movie guy?
Mark something.
Oh, man. Wow, what a combo that would be. Yeah, I'll watch anything by Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, I'm so glad this happened. I really am.
I was really excited when you guys said you wanted to watch this. I knew this was going to be... you guys were going to love it. I was actually kind of hoping one of you would hate it.
It'd be just painful and
right, yeah,
unbearable.
I mean, I've seen it. This
Seems
is
like it should be.
This is the sixth time I think I've seen it.
That's crazy.
It doesn't bite any.
It doesn't lessen.
It's good. It's so good.
Do you always watch it with someone different, or do you and your girlfriend watch it over and over?
No. One time I watched it with Adam. One time, and he couldn't believe it. And then my parents. That was probably the best time I had watching it with them, just because my mother's reaction to some of the stuff. And my sister, my little brother was laughing his head off.
That seems like fun for the whole family.
It was. It was a good time.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't unbearably bad. Yes, I would say Troll 2 was unbearably bad.
Yeah, there are scenes with the the dad.
Yeah. That's actually something that this movie, a lot of terrible movies, are usually really slow, or there are scenes that go on forever but are just pointless. This is actually not slow or boring at all. Anytime.
Even though it does have scenes that go on forever.
It does have scenes that go on forever,
Scenes that somehow after
hilariously so.
Yeah.
as soon as they're done, they repeat the same scene. Are we sure that? What are Lisa's feelings about Johnny?
I think she's always loved him, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that what it is? I don't think she ever had a problem with Johnny.
Is she happy? I guess.
Oh yeah,
With her life.
And I don't think she loves Mark either.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's Johnny's best friend.
Or they were friends, right?
They may be friends, but I don't think they're best friends.
Acquaintances, maybe.
Yeah, he's a successful banker.
Nobody that you'd toss a football around or anything with or anything like that. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, he's a good banker. How's your sex life, pal?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I can't tell you that, it's confidential. So, Mark, how's your sex life? That was awesome.
What a great, absurd non sequitur.
That scene. They couldn't just have those two couples before already be sitting down.
Yeah.
They had to place their orders.
And then the people behind the counter seem to they go, okay, and then they just stand there, and then the next people walk up and they're like, "Okay, yeah, we'll bring it out," and then like they still don't move. They're not fixing anybody's drinks.
I know.
Oh.
She's not even. Is she taking money?
No.
I don't
Yeah,
think
they
so.
put the order and.
Man, that's the thing. They're like, "Well, they didn't pay me, so I'm not gonna go get the drink."
Yeah. Huh? That's weird. Nobody's paying me today.
And Johnny and Mark walk up.
I never. Everybody,
Johnny.
everybody knows Johnny.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny, I didn't recognize you.
Except for
You're my favorite customer.
Except for the florist who's like, "Oh, hi, Johnny, I didn't see you." And it's like, "Are you fucking blind?"
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, Johnny's buying a dozen roses. He must be fucking somebody tonight." Because he always takes them to bed with him for some fucking
Rubs them all
crazy
over.
reason.
That dog just sitting there.
Yeah, the dog. It's like this overweight bulldog sitting on the counter.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Oh,
What's your favorite scene? I mean, pick like one that you like really remember laughing hard at. I'd say that one. The florals.
the flower scene was pretty amazing. That was pretty
It's just so fast with like all those quips back and forth between him, nobody like talking monologues out to the audience.
I really like the scene where Lisa's friend's boyfriend is about to get a blowjob and he's making like the most Jim Carrey faces ever.
I know.
He's just like, "Oh, I get a blowjob."
He ate so much chocolate within 10 seconds.
We know it's the food of love or something.
It's the symbol.
And then his like
yeah.
mouth is full and he's delivering lines like, "Oh, yeah, it's delicious."
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I always go to other people's apartments to have sex.
Oh,
I know, yeah, makes sense.
That's why me and Pat are here right now.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for you to leave the room again.
Bound to happen.
Yeah, it's like in Risky Business or something. People just show up and have sex in Tom Cruise's bed. He's like, "Yeah, sure, have my room." Do you remember that scene? Like, his friends just show up and they're like, "We want to have sex." He's like, "Go up to my room," even though the whole house is empty. It's like, what a freak. Why would you say that?
She's just gonna smother his face in it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Scientology thing, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you gotta eat the placenta and smell the smegma.
In that order, I believe.
Slurp it up like spaghetti. Do you eat placenta with... Do you eat it with a fork?
I've never
Chopsticks or
eaten
your
placenta.
hands? Face first like a fucking
Just with a
pie-eating contest?
With a crazy straw. I just use a crazy straw. Did you have a favorite scene in the movie, or is it all blurring together?
It really is all blurring together. Definitely like the forest scene.
Yeah.
The pointless tuck scene is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did have to spend some money renting tuxes, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's probably $1,000 right there.
I mean, you gotta pay something for, like, shooting in, like... I mean, they had to shoot in that cafe. I'm sure they had to clear that cafe out. Location.
Yeah. Unless it was on a Sunday and they're closed on Sundays or something.
Yeah, maybe he's just real resourceful.
Close friends with people. Yeah.
That's true.
Like at 5 a.m. they shot it or something.
Because I know it's not cheap to shoot in, in America. It's not really cheap, so maybe he just knew people. I don't
He
know.
seems very charismatic.
I don't know.
He's everybody's favorite customer.
Would you go to a Tommy Wiseau Q&A?
Oh my god, yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome if he came to, like, the Neon? And there was... I can't believe the Neon hasn't shown... Like, they used to do the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I
Yeah.
can't believe they haven't shown the room.
I heard in Los Angeles that it was being shown like that. Like as a midnight movie kind of.
I would totally go to a Q&A with Tommy Wiseau.
You went to one with Kevin Smith. Did you ask him anything?
I did.
Did you hear about that?
I laughed out loud at one part that was I guess it was like a reference that I thought he was making and it wasn't, and everybody was quiet and I laughed, and then I was like, it's like that thing. And Sarah was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, you wouldn't know anyway. And then I was like, oh, nobody's laughing. Okay. I felt really lame. I think I'm on the podcast, like, awkwardly clapping and laughing.
Do you remember what it was he said? What was he talking about?
He was talking about, like, it was a Mallrats reference to... They were talking about, like, the pet store where he got his dog. It's really stupid.
No.
It was just... I was like, wow, that's gonna be, like, on the podcast. Fucking sucks.
No, that's cool.
That was hilarious, though. That that show.
Does he have some sort of new thing, or is he just there on a tour?
I think he likes to tour with Smodcast now because he's done making Cop Out, so there's nothing really.
And he likes Columbus. Apparently, he's been there.
Yeah, twice
this
like
year.
in the past Studio 35, like within the past 2 months, been there twice. I'm actually a bigger Scott Mosier fan. His like producer,
Oh, okay.
because I think he's funnier. I'm always a fan of the sidekick.
That's why you like Eric better than me on the show.
I was just gonna say you.
That's what I was getting at. I'm just kidding, Eric. I like the. I was kind of worried about coming. I was like, maybe I'll just drop the video off and hear you guys talk about it because I don't want to disrupt the chemistry and dynamic. But
No, we wanted you on.
Yeah.
I was glad to be on.
I
No,
specifically chose the room for you. To
I'm
be
so
on.
glad. I'm
hyped that you actually
I was
owned it.
excited.
Yeah, we're gonna miss some Pat Kain.
We are, and you're our first returning guest.
Matt, I thought
Officially.
Matt's been back before. Matt hasn't been back before. Joe has, in a way.
In a way, but not officially.
Yeah.
And you're, of course, talking about League Night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Were you serious? Did you think he was actually going to cancel Gutter Trash during that?
No, I didn't know what it was though. Like
I seriously was like, I mean, I thought he was serious. I thought he was done with Gutter
Oh
Trash.
well, I didn't think that because we'd already talked about like when we're gonna meet next for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't know what it was. Like,
But it was a total surprise for you too.
Yeah.
I was glad to hear about it. I think there needs to be I don't know any good Justice League cartoon podcasts out there.
it's good. I liked it. And
I
you
hope
know,
we're the only one.
That's your
think
poll.
so.
How many do you got? Have you? Are you guys on iTunes with it?
Yeah.
and Eric made the theme song himself.
You composed that?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome, man.
That's pretty good.
If by composed I mean I grabbed a bunch of parts of other things. And
But hey, I mean,
Well, no, it sounded
DJ
good. It sounded like the Boomerang, like when Boomerang would do those promos, the network Boomerang.
Yeah.
They do like the promos for like the Herculoids and things like that. Like that's what I thought it was.
Hey, DJ
That sounded
Shadow
good.
sells out clubs and he does the exact same thing. So,
Shit, yeah, man. That could be your thing. That could be your draw. Like you remix like cartoon shows in with like hot beats.
like I said,
Lay
there's
down.
that Avengers spin-off, Gutter Trash Show, where I'm thinking about.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh. I would say that'd be kind of like going to the well, maybe.
What? We should do the Wildcats cartoon.
For Savage Dragon.
Oh yeah, I never seen that one.
You never saw the Savage Dragon cartoon?
Especially now that Eric Larson's apparently a misogynist.
I just heard about that yesterday. You told me about that.
I'd say everybody who draws cartoons, like superhero cartoons, are misogynists in one way or another.
And I would say Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
Women are not painted lightly in this.
No, they're
in
painted
this
like
movie.
total fucking, like, just succubi.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
There was even one scene where I forget who says it. They're like, women are like, what do you say? There's like,
Some women are smart, some women are dumb, and the rest are just evil.
yeah,
This was just
that was
plain
Mark that said
evil.
that. That's right. Yeah, so
You sound like you're the expert, Mark. And he's wearing those cargo pants that zip off into shorts with the V-neck tucked in with the blazer. Very 80s, like,
Oh yeah,
style, man.
his hair too. I mean, I swear he looks like he could have been in like a cock rock band or a porno. Seriously, a porno star. I'm thinking he's got a secret fetish for like being a porn writer. Maybe he never made it, and
Yeah.
like he grew his hair out like the porn guys, and he wrote all the softcore porn scenes he could into this flick. Oh, it was ridiculous.
Like HBO, like he wrote for HBO, maybe.
I was getting kind of a Skinamax vibe. At
Totally
times.
was.
For sure.
Maybe he needed to grow the mustache. He hasn't gone far enough yet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Would he have a pencil mustache, or would he have a full-fledged, like, lip stash?
Maybe he needs to.
I don't think his skin can grow hair.
Yeah, it's probably why he doesn't.
It looks so ruined. His face.
He needs to change his name to Phil Gash or Miles Long, something like that.
Phil Gash.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I've heard Miles Long before. Phil Gash. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, wow. God. Oh, hey, negative review guy. Fucking suck it, bitch.
Yeah,
you talked about the movie for fucking 45 minutes.
the shit out of it.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
All right.
All right. Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash.
The Room.
The Room.
Oh, hi!
Oh, hi, Pat. That's my friend.
Pat.
That's my best friend, Pat. Hey, you looking beautiful, Eric. Oh,
I decided since our break that I talked about making, I wish somebody would make the lol Wiseaus look like things. I'm gonna make a bunch. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
you know, that would make a great OK Panic theme. Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Oh, you gotta cut that. You gotta cut that, dude.
No.
Oh my god. I gotta show you my Tommy Wiseau. I did make some Tommy Wiseau cartoons.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I didn't spell his name right though.
Did
it was
you?
like Tommy Wiseau or something like that.
Like they're like animated like Flash or something?
Oh no. I could.
That'd be
I'm
good.
going to study animation. Maybe I should animate The Room.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I think you might lose something.
I'll just animate like the best scene.
Maybe like
Or maybe just like a best of
maybe like your encapsulated view.
2 minute
your vision.
The Room in 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Like how they would do those bunny cartoons. I'll totally do it.
Man.
Thank you, Pat, for
Yeah.
letting us experience
Yeah.
this.
I was excited
thanks
for
for bringing that
this. Couldn't wait. I knew you guys were gonna love it.
I love I never did mention the logo on the DVD case too. It's brilliant. I mean, that must have took some time.
It was, that is pretty brilliant. But I forgot to mention the production company animated logo.
Professionally created like Wiseau Films. Well, did you guys see where it was like that was Wiseau Films, and then the next thing after it was like this really bad, like it looked like something that was made on like I don't know, a 95 like processor. Yeah. It was like a globe spinning around. It said Wiseau Films. I don't understand the point of having two of the same thing.
Yeah, it was like that globe. It spins in and it like explodes. Or like
exploded out, and then the name kind of came in from like the front like that.
The one I saw was the big W flying through space.
That's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
And it turns into the globe.
Yeah,
right,
the globe.
Does it explode? Is that what it did?
There's a burst of energy.
Yeah, there's a burst. Yeah.
I don't know if it's from like the typography.
That was amazing. Yeah, that was.
I mean, that had to have cost money.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, if he can do that in this day and age, like with this shitty economy, come up with money to make a movie like that.
Somebody's like, fuck it, I'm in.
Nobody has any excuses.
Yeah, you can make it happen. Like, yeah, this is one of those things. Like, you know, we were talking about artists last night. Like, mine is James G, and yours might be Adam Hughes. Where sometimes it's like crippling whenever you see their amazing talent.
Yeah,
this should be one of those things.
Sometimes.
All the time, yeah.
But this film should be something that gets people off their asses to like, I can make something better than this. Holy shit, why am I not doing this?
Right.
I think I've talked about it before, but the movie that I made was purely out of spite because we were trying to prove that any idiot could make a movie.
You made a movie?
Yeah.
Did you make it for Matt?
No.
Did you make it when you were at SA?
No. I made it,
Why did you make it? Why haven't I seen it?
It's been about 4 or 5 years now.
I've been around 4 or 5 years. How long have I been hanging around?
Yeah, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
when did you make it?
When I worked at the TV station.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've only known you
guys.
since you were working in Cincinnati.
Yeah, me and a bunch of guys that worked there. We made it because there was a guy who worked with us who was like a Matt who wanted to make his own movies, and they were all pretty terrible. And he made this one short movie called Missing, which was a clusterfuck. And me and my friend at the time got together and decided, because I guess after he did Missing, he was going to do a feature-length film.
Oh, okay.
So we wanted to distract him from doing that. Because, like, in the end, like his movie was awful, but we just wanted to help him.
Right. Oh, okay.
And so he was going to do like this big feature film after that, and we were like, maybe you should, refine your abilities a little on a short film. We came up with this idea within like 2 hours. I went home and wrote a script for it and brought it back, and he didn't get it. So we just decided, fuck that guy. We're just going to prove that you can do this yourself for like $100, and we did.
And it was pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
What's the movie called?
It's called All the Marbles.
How long is it? Like just
about 20 minutes. And none of us wanted to make the movie.
That's awesome. Just out of spite.
Yeah.
The whole time you're editing, you're just like,
Wanted to prove that we could do it better and have no desire to do it.
that's awesome.
It's good. You should
release it
Should
on
Pat-
YouTube or something. Or if you don't want to, just give it to me.
We wanted to put a DVD together, and we had a bunch of extra stuff that we shot for it.
Oh yeah.
We had a fake trailer for a sequel. We had a music video. There was a soundtrack to the thing. We had everything, like this, but just basically the one guy who was in charge of putting together all that footage and everything just disappeared. It's weird. But one of my
That's
friends...
live.
That's live. It's live. You need anything to call me.
My sinuses are pain. Like every time I laugh, I haven't laughed that much in forever.
It was awesome to
My
see you
head
guys
hurts.
just lose it.
My head hurts.
Fucking kids, man. It was great.
I do have a little bit of a headache from
Yeah.
this.
My teeth hurt, from just clenching, just trying to hold back some of the painful laughter.
Yeah, it's a cleansing. It
feels good.
But anyway, to answer your question, there's still some plans here and there to try to maybe get it out. So
Yeah,
Cool.
You definitely should.
Isn't there there's a film? Is it bad or is it just out of spite you made it? You didn't say it was actually bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
I have no opinion on it because
You made it.
It's good.
other people seem to have enjoyed it.
Let's say you brought it over once. I think there was 5 or 6 of us that watched it, and everybody thought it was really good.
Maybe after this, you can stick around and we'll watch it.
Totally.
If I can find it.
I'm totally game.
Cool.
What do you guys, I don't want to deviate from the majesty of the room.
The Room.
Yeah.
Well, this is part of that show. Just do whatever. So.
Yeah.
What do you guys working on? That's what my mindset was just want to know what everybody's doing.
I don't want to say the name or the premise yet, but I just finished the longest comic I've ever done. It's 62 pages.
Okay, I'm aware of this.
Yeah,
You're totally done inking
It's
it?
completely inked and lettered and everything. I'm just gonna bring it over some weekend. Eric's gonna help me scan it in, maybe.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
Did you have anything else to grayscale or anything like that?
no, I put it. There's a lot of hand drawn hatching and stuff. So yeah,
I'm excited to read it.
I'm excited to get it out there.
What do you can tell me off air what your plans are with it.
I'm gonna send it to at least 4 different publishers. And
I'd love to see it with some You should send it for a Xeric grant, man. You could totally get a Xeric grant.
that'd
for
be
that.
cool. That'd be cool.
Couldn't he? I mean, it's a long. I think it's a long enough work that you could totally find financing from it if you can't get somebody to publish it.
That'd
And it's
be awesome.
it's just a brilliant idea. I love it.
Unfortunately, I hope I'm not giving too much away. It's comedic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Story.
It's a parody.
It's a parody.
Yeah,
Satire
but,
parody.
I don't know if the Xeric people have a sense of humor.
Oh, okay. I get you.
I did. I got I bought this book off this guy that I support kind of all forms of, but I like art comics more probably than anybody else in this room. I'd be willing to say
Art comics.
art comics.
I
Yeah.
think said art comics. Ours are the best.
I bought this guy Blaze Larme. I bought his. He was the winner, one of the winners of the Xeric grant, and it was I like his drawing. It's kind of like that early Adrian Tomine style of drawing, and I was just like, well, he's 25. He could use some support, and I read it, and it was pretty stale. But I think you're right. They don't have a real huge sense of humor. They like more of
I could tell them it's a dark social commentary.
Yeah, it's a dissertation.
Yeah.
Current economic climate.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It drives otherwise productive citizens into tomfoolery and chicanery.
What are you working on, Pat?
I'm working on my blog. I can't decide on how I want it to look. So I'm constantly like revamping it.
I kind of like that though. Like every time I go there, it's a little different.
I added pages finally. I organized everything into like separate pages, so you can view the blog, you can go to the shop, you can go to like I've got a gallery now of some stuff. But I'm working on
Where can people go to find that?
that's pbkain.com.
Alright.
I've simplified it from its old. I did like.
Probably good. Yeah.
This is the only way. I remember Brian John Mitchell's project, that monsters thing. I was just like, I don't even want to fucking write the address. I just wrote
Back of
Google
everything.
PB Kain, and that's what he calls me now.
PB Kain.
When he sends me that, no, he says Google PB Kain. That's my name. Which Brian John Mitchell, I'm working on that script still. I'm trying to figure out how to draw.
Is it Vigilant?
Yeah,
Cool. First.
or is it Vigilante?
I think it's Vigilant.
All right. Well, you can cut what I thought it was out.
Whatever.
We don't edit here.
Yeah.
For Silver Media Records and Comics. Yeah.
Good comics. Good stuff.
Yeah, I just read. I just ordered number 4 of Just a Man, even though I guess it was out at Space and I didn't realize it, but I just ordered it through the mail and read it. But yeah, so that's cool. You're working on that.
Yeah. What are you working on here?
Nothing.
No.
Oh, I got a second podcast now.
You do OK Panic though.
I do. Okay,
He's way ahead of schedule.
I am.
Are you like? Remember he gave like all the deadlines for like what is it up through?
Up through October now.
Did he send out what my he said? He asked me what my choice was, and I knew what it was going to be, so I sent it back to him like right away. Do you know what that
I
was?
don't think he's.
Yeah,
My choice. You don't. Yeah. Okay. You'll find out. It's pretty awesome.
I'm up to his next pick.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's done like the next 4.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Except for my own, I haven't done that one yet.
I'm
How
excited.
about you? You're still going to take part, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, it's easy to take part now that I've kind of created a workflow for it. It was hard. Like I was taking 18 credit hours and I was working at Graphica for like 40 hours a
Right.
week. It was hard to do.
No, I was just making
The
sure
OK
that
Panic
because
stuff.
you're moving away from us. And
But no,
we're making sure you're still part of our crew.
I'm
still
also going
doing-
to school up there, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming probably going to work as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to work. I've got a couple bucks to my name and a couple,
You have like a Wizzo style trust fund.
mystery money. Mystery. Let me just call it my mystery Wizzo.
Your Wizzo account.
The Wizzo account is empty, Lisa.
Hey.
You see, that's your bank?
You betrayed me. I can't tell you. It's confidential. So how's your sex life?
Oh, the segues are amazing. Man.
I
It's
know.
amazing.
His pacing is amazing.
Yeah, the OK Panic and the 2 podcasts are the only thing.
That keeps you busy, though.
Yeah.
I like the design. Not that I don't like the design of Gutter Trash, but
You don't like the design of Gutter Trash?
like the web page.
Yeah.
I like how it's structured, but I like the colors and stuff you pick.
Yeah, it's
for
very
the lead night.
warm and summery.
I'm actually thinking about changing up Gutter Trash. It's maybe for the 100th episode.
Wow.
That'd be
there we go.
cool. I'd be down for that.
That'd be sweet.
So, yeah, that's all I got. Because, as I mentioned before, Adam Newton's ruined my life.
James Jean almost ruined mine.
I swear, yeah, they.
I'm sure if I got a James Jean art book, that would have fucked me up too.
Yeah, when I bought the Process Recess Volume 2 because the first one, like, it's
Because
just
it didn't
as
fuck you up enough.
it's just as badass, but it's printed really small. It's like the size of those old
Yeah.
Garfield
Is that the one with
collections.
is Process Recess the one with the die cut circle?
The second one, yeah.
That's the second one?
No, that's the third one, I think.
That's the third one?
The second one is like giant. It's like an art book. It's like a wide angle.
He's got really cool formats. He does like these postcard books. Have you
Yeah.
seen him? Like with like the perfect binding and then they're rounded on the edges and stuff?
Yeah, like magic cards.
Yeah, like magic cards.
Yeah.
Like magic cards, Jason.
Yeah, I bought one of those postcard sets.
I thought they were pretty cool. I actually was going to design my portfolio book to look like that, but it was just too. I just didn't have time, so I bought an expensive binder. Put all my shit in.
He's amazing. He's probably the artist that I look at the most that just astounds me.
Something.
He is Asian.
Just like Tommy Wiseau.
What if that's where the human race is going? Because he really is like a blend of all humanity.
Yeah.
So,
He's obviously been operated on.
he is the next step in human evolution.
Well,
Holy fuck!
speaking of evolution, I went and saw Devo.
Oh,
Yes. It was great. Devo at the state fair. You would think that would be depressing. Like, I went and saw some 60-year-old guys that had one hit in the 80s play at a state fair. But no, it was great. They were so energetic. They had like 5 costume changes. They had like this giant video screen that played all kinds of crazy, fucked up stuff, and their like encore. They came out and did A Beautiful World. That song. It's like that real cynical, sarcastic song about how beautiful the world is, and behind them was like BP oil spillage footage, and like, I mean, they were great. They were so good.
Wow.
So you and Zippy were the only ones watching it.
Me and Zippy.
I imagine at a state fair.
Yeah, actually, it was surprisingly full, and it was like the biggest, like most diverse crowd I've seen. Like, not the biggest, but the most diverse. There was like 55-year-old dudes with old Devo shirts on, like, you know, they had been fans for like the last 30 years, and then there was like some like hipster kids, and then there was like people that just wandered in from the fair because they remember Whip It, and like, it was bizarre. It was like a strange amalgam of people. But I think the coolest thing though is if his 14-year-old nephew Kyle went with us, and it was his first concert ever.
Nice.
And he was really excited, and he loved it. He thought it was great.
That's great.
I guess Devo was a respectable first concert to have gone to.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine was Guar. What was yours?
My first real concert, it was Kiss, Skid Row, and Ted Nugent.
That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
It was after the Psycho Circus tour. It was their second farewell tour.
Less awesome, but still pretty cool. Do you remember yours?
Mm-hmm.
You want to say it?
What was it? Go on.
Let's just say everyone that we've mentioned so far has beaten mine.
Oh.
MC Hammer.
Oh,
wow.
dude.
With my mom.
Nice. Your mom opened, or did he open for you?
My mom opened.
Okay, yeah. Let's say she was a star, but no, I mean, it's MC Hammer. Yeah. Was it like
It was more of a co-headliner.
alternating? Yeah. They did the encore together. Yeah. They did Ain't My Evil. With everyone but the members of Slayer, they just wouldn't show up. That was the era of like the Prey and that sort of stuff?
It was the
Too Legit.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
My second concert was Metallica.
That's
Wow.
That's awesome.
I made a leap.
Who opened? Do you remember? Nobody. Wow.
Just them for 3.5 hours.
That's pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
They took a break to do shots of whiskey, I'm sure.
Well, they did take a break, but like one member would always be out on stage just doing something.
Drum solo, guitar solo.
Yeah. James stayed out, he did a drum solo. And then Lars joined him and they did a duel.
Really?
Yeah.
James can play drums?
Yeah.
Did not know that. That's awesome. That's very awesome.
I believe Pat had some juice he was saving for us.
Oh, you just had a story or something, right?
Oh.
'Cause I got nothing.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just talk for a second. Hold on, let me think about what it was.
Oh.
Well, we went to Hothead. I don't know if I told this on the last episode, but the last time we went to Hothead, I inadvertently made fun of somebody that I probably shouldn't have made fun of.
Oh,
And
no.
got caught by the little girl that was served us today.
What was that?
We walked in, and there was a 3 people in front of us in line. 2 older people, obviously parents, and the third person looked like he was probably in his late 30s. He looked like sort of the generic Magic customer you would find at Mavericks. Just, overweight, goatee, balding, but hair just like never combed or anything.
Right
like
out,
that.
yeah.
So they go on through the line, and I guess he was out at the fountain getting a drink, and I heard his mom say, "We're over here, honey," and I just kind of like that.
You laughed at him?
I didn't laugh, but just kind of
You're just like, honey.
I made a weird face, and the girl saw it and just started cracking up. And she could not stop laughing, and then finally she was like, "I think he's blind."
Oh my god, you're fucking kidding, dude.
Oh man.
The reason he's not combing his hair because he doesn't even fucking know he has hair, man.
Jeez. That's live. Hi, burrito. Awesome stuff.
Awesome.
You remember what you were going to say?
It doesn't have any, I remember the story. It doesn't have any real juice. So.
Yeah.
Have you guys read
That's right.
any of Tom Neely's work? Is the I Will Destroy You blog? He did The Blot.
Oh yeah, okay.
He did.
I think you've seen.
Ham-fisted.
I know he's done some stuff uncovered, like the real crazy horror covers. He did like a series of 5 of them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think so.
He did a book, and it's called Henry and Glenn Forever.
Oh, Henry Rollins and Glenn Danzig.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys read any of the
No.
strips? They're fucking hilarious.
Really?
They're in a pseudo gay relationship. They're not actually in a gay relationship, but it's just like scenarios and stuff like that. Anyway, you guys were talking about getting a negative review. Well, he got a negative review, and he was like kind of,
Salty.
he wasn't salty, but he kind of did like take the time to write a fable for this one dude,
Really? Wow.
and was just kind of like, look, I'm creating art. I don't think this is the apex. It's sadly overshadowed all my original work, but blah 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 blah.
Wow. Yeah, he's awesome.
He's awesome. But what I was gonna say is, don't take that
Oh no.
one bad comment.
Totally
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Okay.
He just, obviously he doesn't get it. Like, if he's going to us for insightful reviews, he's obviously tuned into the wrong
Tune
place.
out, sir.
We're just having fun. That's what life's about. Maybe you're too serious about
You really
things.
need to watch it 2 times to really.
Yeah. And, have fun. Nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, I think over the course of this show, we've settled into our groove, and we realize that we're not critics. We're just watching movies for fun, and mostly it's just there as a focal point for us, so that we can keep the show under 2 hours.
Yeah. Which we're probably dangerously close to now.
Oh, I'm sure we are. I think we may break it today, which is fine because
This is Pat Sendoff.
Yeah, this has been real.
Yeah. We're going to miss you, buddy.
we will.
But you'll be back in town. And
Yeah, my family's here. So.
Spaces in Columbus, I'll see you.
Yeah, when you come to space, you have a place to crash.
Oh, really? Nice. Now
We've got a nice living room.
we're talking.
Well, nice for now.
Can me and my lady friend have sexual intercourse there? Like on the rug or
On the rug.
the balcony? Or
Yeah. And we don't think we have a balcony.
Maybe on the bidet if you have a bidet.
We do.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Maybe I'll just do a doogie and sleep out on the roof.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was a great night. Garbage Pail Kids.
Whiskey.
You wouldn't come out, though.
I was done.
That was my first illegal drink that I got at Blue Moon. I was like 19.
When it comes to comic shows, I am a serious dude. I don't
You
go out
are,
the night
man.
before. I want to be there wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'll watch Garbage Pail Kids, but I won't go out drinking until 3 in the morning.
We were out late. I don't think I got drunk. You were drunk.
I was already drunk when we left.
It was awesome. Eric was so fucking just cheesy and out there talking to everybody.
It's great. It's something I never do. Fuck people.
That's when you know he's
Talk
drunk.
to strangers, yeah. That's life. It was awesome.
Yeah, you may not be back on the show again, but we'll definitely hang out when you come back into town.
Totally.
For shizzle.
Fuck shizzle.
It was awesome that you were here. It's awesome that you agreed to this movie.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, seriously, people, rent this movie. We did not spoil it. It is. We did not overhype it.
this movie. You need to support this man so you can make more.
Don't watch it by yourself though. It'll be a weird.
Go to
you can't do it.
Amazon. I think I paid with shipping under $10.
Yeah, find a buddy. You both split the cost because neither one of you want to watch it by yourself. So,
You will cry.
Yeah, you will laugh till you cry. My face hurts. I was laughing so hard. I'm not even kidding.
Alright, so, want to wrap this up then?
Yeah. it's time to unveil my pick for the next episode. I read something by one of my favorite comic artists recently, and I was a little disappointed. And I felt like going back and revisiting something old and maybe seeing if that would, like...
reignite.
Yeah, exactly. Reignite. That's a good word. So I chose Daniel Clove's David Boring.
Alright.
Yeah?
Okay.
Cool.
I do own that.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
right.
Me too, so we can read it in conjunction with each other.
And I'll read my copy of Wilson again. 'Cause I loved it.
How'd you know I was talking about Wilson? Yeah. So you loved it, huh?
We could, this is gonna, you should probably cut this out. It's gonna be really long if we talk about how much I liked Wilson.
Oh, man.
And for what
I know
reasons.
you did. I saw pictures on your blog, and, like...
I've written 2 reviews. One has been for the Fletcher Hanks book that I really dug, and the other one's been for that, because I really liked it.
I love the Fletcher Hanks book. I will destroy all... What was it called?
I will destroy all civilized planets.
Yeah.
And then the second one is... I've got that one too, I can't remember that one. That's the black cover with
Phantom Eye, yeah. Yeah, well... In a nutshell, and, like, can you do a 30-second, like, why you loved it?
I loved the format, just like the single page, like everything. I didn't realize it was a sequential story. I thought it was just going to be single page comics, and I love that it evolved into that. I mean, it was kind of like he was revisiting nothing. It was more or less just like, oh, I'm drawing this misanthropic dude, nothing new. But I liked that it turned into a story, and I loved all his different styles. It's like, reading an issue of 8 Ball.
Well, yeah, stylistically, I thought it was great, but it just didn't grab me, and, like, I thought the idea was better than
it didn't grab me the way, like, Icehaven did.
Yeah, I love that.
Like, I was arrested by Icehaven. Ghost World.
Yeah.
I mean, his work's just, it's good. But it's like, who gives a shit? How many people on the internet say Daniel Klaus is awesome? So,
yeah.
I liked, but I think this book, people are kind of, they disagree on it just because the format, and he's not really doing anything new.
Well, obviously, there's something to it, because, like you said, like, everybody's always either just loved or hated him, and now there's, like, people that he's getting acclaim from people that, didn't like him. Like, we've had customers special order it that had never heard of him before. Wow. And then, you got me who loves him, and, like, I thought it was my second least favorite thing he's ever done. So.
What's your least favorite thing he's ever done?
Like a Velvet Glove.
My opinion is yours on this matter. I love Daniel Klaus, and yeah, those are the 2 worst books of his I've read.
Like a Velvet Glove is a hard thing to read. It's like reading a art comic. But
it's like I
like art comics.
It's like an early David Lynch film or something.
Yeah,
like The Grandmother or something. You're just like, what?
When that Jason book came out, this is going into like seminal work, but I like early work because it's important to kind of see growth.
Right.
And to show kind of where, they grew, where they wanted to be, even.
Maybe their missteps or whatever, and they came back from it.
Yeah, and Velvet Glove.
And what they kept and what they...
In many ways, misstepped into how, like, it was just kind of really... It was just too surreal. It was like Underwater, It was just too surreal
too pretentious
to work.
And surreal. Yeah.
Underwater, I didn't think... I mean, it's a beautiful comic.
Yeah.
Like a Velvet Glove isn't beautiful. I don't think it's his best art. Lloyd Llewellyn, that kind of, it's still kind of, remnants of that is still in it, but you can totally see, like, this guy's going to create something great.
Yeah.
From that to that.
I think the early works can go in a bad direction, though, too.
True.
Like, if it's something that you caught when he was doing it, then, you always run the risk of, like, as he gets better, you could be like, oh, well, I love that old stuff better.
True.
But if you get into him as he is peaking and developing, and you go back and check out, like, one of the first things he did, and you're like, oh man, that is awful.
Right.
And
it's like hearing an old demo tape by a band.
Right.
That stuff's kind of like, that's comic geeks like that kind of stuff, though.
It is
like,
cool.
Music geeks like that kind of stuff.
If you love someone's work, it is kind of cool to check out where they came from.
Right.
But and yeah, there's definitely cool parts of Velvet Glove and Wilson both, but just not my favorite thing he's ever done.
I agree with that entirely.
Cool. So David Boring.
Awesome.
Hopefully it won't be a boring episode.
But I know it will.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Alright. So, Pat, thank you.
Fellas,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times. Good times.
Alright. Let's get out of here then.
Cool.
Alright.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Pat.
You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook. Or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.